The best and worst of 2025. Pete issues an apology and Marty reigns supreme.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call! Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Late for Jones.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimball to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
I'm Peter.
And we have a great show for you today. A supreme show, you might
That's right.
say. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live and otherwise, and of course to OG audio-only classmates in podcast land. The last show before the new year.
That's right.
Yes.
And if you're listening to this when it first drops, if you're streaming this now, it's Sunday the 28th. We're streaming late again, or Sunday again.
Yes.
The Christmas, New Year's, whatever, end of the year collapse that happens before the year is always crazy. So I want to apologize to our regular listeners who are like, where's my shows? Where's my shit? Where's my stuff that I don't pay for? Or
Where's my fix?
Or in the case of Patreon members, do pay for.
Yes.
So last week we recorded a live show on a Sunday as well. It's on the YouTube. It was Wake Up Dead Man.
Yes.
We did Gavin Chatter, talk Wake Up, and then we talked Wake Up Dead Man. Proper 2-episode show, live stream, long live stream. And I just completely forgot to post it. So the peek behind the curtain. We stream the show live, obviously. We do both Gavin Chatter and the review episode back to back. And then I take we are recording video for the YouTube. All the audio goes to YouTube, but the levels are just what they are.
Yeah.
Background noise, this and that, blah, blah, blah. We also record all 14 channels into Audacity, and then I take that and I sweeten it. Basically, level the things out, take the sound drops and stuff and make them the right sound, take out the humming and the buzzing of the AC or whatever, and then I just post that, overlay it on top of the video, and then I re-release it on YouTube into segments with the intros chopped off and all that kind of stuff. So it takes an hour to hour and a half each episode. And I do that Sunday night so I can post Monday mornings. I do that Tuesday night so I can post Wednesday mornings. And I just completely forgot. My alarm on my phone somehow got turned off because I have it for Sunday night and Tuesday night. So we have 2 episodes basically that never got posted to the normal stream.
We got them banked.
Yeah, they're there. But they are on the live stream. So if you're like, oh, I want to listen. What was that about? You know, what's Wake Up Dead Man about? You can listen now. But I am going to post those later this week because this episode that's going up that we're recording right now is just going to be a single thing. We're not going to do news. We're just going to do some top 5, bottom 5, whatever, something like that of 2025. And then we're going to talk about Marty Supreme because Joseph and I watched that last night.
Yes,
Friday night.
Friday night, yes. Yeah. It was just released, so it's hot off the press. And it's
that Chalamet is so hot right now. Chalamet.
Yeah, sweeping the nation. It's already like doubling its box office projections. And,
is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and at end of the year, you know, it's going to be the new year when the next episode comes. What are we going to do then?
We got to figure out how to integrate Tyler back into the show. Yeah. That's what we have to figure out.
Our normal programming is on pause right now because we were doing the topics monthly, and since Tyler's little thing he's going through,
his selfish endeavor that he's going on where he decided to break his back.
We've kind of just, you know, we tabled it, you know, and now we're just kind of doing whatever.
Yeah, we're just kind of floating along.
Flying by the...
It wouldn't be a bad idea to do, like, try to see a new release movie every week.
Yeah.
It's hard to see in theaters every week, but there's new release stuff that drops on streaming.
Yeah, as much as I'd love to go to the theater every week.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be
hard.
That'd be cool, but yeah, there are streaming releases that kind of sometimes get dropped without much fanfare, as well as like the bigger ones. January, as we all know, is kind of just like the bottom of the barrel, like quality movie that you're gonna get a lot of the time. But we can cover like what was that one you watched? Founders Day? Was that last year?
Oh my god.
Was that
yeah, it was last year.
It was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, maybe. It was the first movie I saw of the year. It was like a mystery screening at Regal.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that'd be good. And it's like it's brand new, just dropped. You know?
Yeah.
And we won't even tell you what it is. And
Exclusive
it was
access.
Oh man, it was not good. It was bad.
To this piece of shit.
It was in fact bad, yeah. But we talked. What was the one? What was the one? The Sam Raimi directed one that had.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and we just saw the trailer for.
Oh,
for
the
Marty.
new one.
Yeah, it's got Dylan O'Brien and the girl
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams, yeah, and they're like it's like Castaways.
Yeah, it's like double Castaway, and they both get stranded on an island, and then it turns into like.
And she's like an assistant to him. He's like a CEO. That comes out in January.
Does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Let me see here.
Yeah, that'd be good because that kind of came out of nowhere. It felt like, at least I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah,
because-
Send Help is what it's called.
Send Help.
Releases January 2026. Yeah,
Oh, very cool.
I remember because I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, that's not good. It's releasing in January.
Yeah.
But then again, Sam Raimi's not looking for Oscar contention.
No, I don't think so.
That's generally what they do. They'll load up all the good shit at the end of the year that it's Oscar bait.
Yeah,
So it's fresh in their minds. But
yeah, so hopefully we can cover more of those.
Yeah, that'd be
cover
cool.
more of the more relevant pieces and not our Jekyll and Hydes and a little bit more topical movies.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when. As soon as Tyler's willing and able to do it.
yeah, like we talked about maybe like moving the rig out there each weekend. But unless I'm going to like teach Tyler how to edit the show, that's just gonna take it takes a lot of my time every week to edit the show, upload it, post it, make a new thumbnail every single week, and it's not like grueling shit. I just gotta walk upstairs and do it. But it is after a sometimes very difficult day at work, coming home and then editing the show, posting it up, and all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
on top of that, also driving to Fair Oaks every time for bringing the rig out there, recording, and then driving back.
Yeah. That would be annoying.
Yeah. So, Tyler, just get better. You can drink your milk.
Yeah.
Drink your milk so you can heal them bones.
Do something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, the reason I bring all that up is that we're going to post this tomorrow on Monday, and then the missing episodes will be Wednesday and Friday. So they'll still be there. They'll just be a little bit out of order. So
You're not missing out on anything.
Apologies.
Yeah.
So what's next?
But yeah, let's before we get into the movie review, since it's the end of the year, let's just rattle off some of our favorites of the year, top 5, top 10.
I'm okay with that.
whatever you want to do.
You want to lead it off?
Sure, I can. I guess
I've just been flapping my gums for a while.
I just kind of like based on my Letterboxd, just sorted it by my rating first, my highest rating.
Do you have a number of how many entries you have for 2025?
Let's see. The top, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
10.
It just happens to be 10.
10. You've seen 10 movies from
Oh, no,
2025?
total.
Total,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'd have to count, but.
Because if you go to stats and then you can choose
Oh, yeah, I get it.
decade and
I
then
forgot about the
just
stats.
2025.
Let's see.
I gotta remove rewatches.
It's more than 10, but I forgot Letterboxd Wrapped is going to come out in January 2nd or something.
So I have 64, but some of those are like series, like Adolescence.
Yeah,
is logged as a movie. I think that counts.
3
3-episode miniseries, hour each. It's a 3-hour movie.
Where do you filter that out?
You got to go decade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Click decade and then down to the year.
Okay.
And then go there.
Oh, I see.
Decade. And then 2025. You got to click the button.
Okay.
Bad interface.
33.
33. Okay.
33.
Then you just got to look
entries.
for any rewatches you have and then remove those. If you did it like a double log or whatever, just scroll down and you'll see the little rewatch logo on the right.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I watched any of these movies more than once.
You didn't rewatch Sinners? Or
No, I
One
haven't.
Battle?
No. One and done so far.
And then from there you can sort by your top rated.
Oh, yeah. I just did it for my entries.
Oh.
And it's going to be the same.
Yeah. I just didn't want to put anything that was a maybe 2024
sort
release.
Sort by.
Yeah, sort by your rating.
Highest first.
This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the same. I'll go from bottom to top.
Okay.
Yeah. One battle after another.
What's number 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so. According to this. Warfare.
Yeah.
Eddington. Frankenstein. Train Dreams. Most recently, Sorry Baby. That was really good.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah. That's streaming on it. Max.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
There's a streaming pick for you guys.
Sorry Baby. Streaming on Max. Very, very good.
I've heard it's great.
Written, directed, starred one woman. No, I mean, it stars other people too, but she wrote it, directed it, and is the lead character.
It's like Twinless. Same thing.
Adolescence, short miniseries.
Yeah, 3-hour long miniseries.
Really good. Sinners, Predator, Killer of Killers. Really good. Animated Predator kind of anthology movie.
Yeah.
And then to give you a little preview, Marty Supreme.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's necessarily like my number one.
Yeah,
but that is the top 10 of my favorites of the year.
How many of those were 5 stars?
4 of them.
Top 4 were 5 stars. That's Killer of Killers.
Yes.
And Marty Supreme. What else?
Sinners and Adolescence.
Nice.
Although Train Dreams, it's kind of
Really?
but I have it at 4.5 right now.
Cool.
But yeah, all those are.
You got any bottom
Yeah.
stuff? Do you actually care to mention?
Let's see.
I always feel bad like trashing the stuff at the bottom.
The
but
more like disappointing, Haunted House of Pancakes. If you've ever heard of that, that wasn't great. Troll 2,
yeah,
disappointing.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Havoc, that Tom Hardy movie.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
Directed by The Raid, the same director as The Raid.
Gareth Edwards. Garrett.
Is it Gareth Edwards do The Raid?
Not Gareth Edwards. It's a different guy. Go ahead.
Not like super disappointing, but just was all right. The Monkey.
What?
Clown in a Cornfield.
You had high hopes for Clown in a Cornfield? Gareth Evans. I'm sorry.
Gareth Evans. I
Gareth
didn't have
Evans.
high hopes for Clown in a Cornfield.
Okay.
The Monkey. I kind of did.
I love the Monkey.
Running Man. Disappointing. Those were the main ones that were like I could think of like that I had sort of like expectations going into, but I mean minus Clown and Cornfield, but that's just like on the bottom of my list right now.
Sure.
Nothing I saw that I really hated from this year. Nothing that made me like angry, like that I watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean Havoc was like fun to watch, but not really a good movie.
We'll go with my top movies.
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily have them super in order.
Yeah.
But my 5-star movies, One Battle After Another, Twinless, Sinners, and Adolescence. I think Twinless is a sleeper. It's a really good movie. And Jack Fitz, he watched it and sent me a message and said, "This is not a comedy, it's a thriller." Because it's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to give too much away about it, but
is that available anywhere?
I don't know. Let me see. I can't remember where I watched it. Let's see here. It's a $6 rental.
Had a limited release.
Yeah, it's a really small movie. It's the same thing. Written, directed, and starring kind of the main guy, whose name is James Sweeney. But yeah, that's a really, really fantastic, and also Dylan O'Brien in that too. But yeah,
So it's a comedy thriller.
It's a comedy drama in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
But I could see how you can think it's a thriller or feel like it's a thriller. One battle after another, and Sinners, kind of top for me as far as like best of the year. I think Marty Supreme's up there too. I really had a blast with Marty.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go 5 stars, but it's pretty fucking good. I also watched some Black Mirror. Lets you the individual entries for those. Common People is an episode with Rashida Jones and Chris O'Dowd, which was absolutely frightening. Yeah, he's the
Robin. Is that guy?
No, that's Chris O'Donnell.
Oh,
he's the Irish cop from Bridesmaids.
Oh, that guy, the
Yeah.
tall guy.
Really nice, kind of sweet with the kind eyes,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
kind of always plays a comedic role.
Yeah.
He's also in Covenant, I think, the one with
The Covenant?
Brennan Gleeson on an Irish Isle. It's like a priest is molesting people or something like that. I mean, take your pick.
Cavalry?
Cavalry, that's it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cavalry. Okay, and then into the 4.5 range, I got Wake Up Dead Man, Train Dreams, Frankenstein, Weapons, Together.
I forgot about Weapons. Weapons is in my top 10. It would probably replace something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think about it.
Together, Eddington, Superman, K-pop Demon Hunters, Predator Killer of Killers, and then an episode of Black Mirror called Hotel Reverie. That was really fucking good. So those are my 4.5s. After that, honorable mention for Don't Trip, indie movie that is out on Tubi right now.
Oh, Tubi.
Yeah, written and directed by Alex Kugelman, and it's very fucking good. I loved it. There's a performance in that from Matthew Sato that is just so fucking funny and so good. Definitely go seek that out. Don't Trip 2025.
Yeah.
Phoenician Scheme, best Wes Anderson I've seen in a long time from his newer stuff.
Yeah.
I really loved The Monkey. I thought it was so ridiculous and over the top that it had a blast with it. I think The Naked Gun was very good. Fantastic Four First Steps was very good. 28 Years Later was very good. Dangerous Animals was shockingly good for me. The performance by, what is that guy's name again? Jai Courtney is so fucking funny. He's over the top in the best way. I didn't like Warfare as much as you did, but I still give it 4 stars. Those are kind of the main ones. I was a little bit disappointed by Legend of Ochi, but there's some really great puppetry there that I thought was just great.
Yeah.
Worst of the year, easily War of the Worlds. Ice Cube.
I haven't watched it.
Oh my god, it's fun. It would be fun in a group, I think.
Okay.
And if when you're looking at it from the perspective of like screenwriting and shot composition and just overall production, there's moments where it just doesn't make sense because most of it's shot from his perspective of like a webcam on his on his monitor. So there's things that are happening like it's the things zooming in on him from the lockdown monitor camera.
Yeah.
In the Lost Lands had no concept that it was going to be good at all. So, but it matched those expectations. Paul W.S. Anderson, Mila Jovovich.
The video game guy.
Yeah.
Does he make video game movies?
He makes
the Resident Evil movies.
Resident Evils. He makes House of the Dead. He made Event Horizon, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
That was his entry.
Yeah.
And then it was all downhill after that.
Wow, that's a shame.
And Dave Bautista is also in the Lost Lands.
Oh, yeah.
Disappointed by Fear Street Prom Queen. The Fear Street throwback movies, the 3 that came out kind of all clumped together on Netflix like a couple years back.
Yeah.
Those were good. Those are entertaining, good like young adult horror. And this was not good at all.
Shame.
Yeah. Woman in the
I haven't
Yard.
seen any of them.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Woman in the Yard, boring. The Primitive War, very disappointing. It was just like 65 where it had this really cool concept. Vietnam War with dinosaurs.
Okay.
And it was just bad.
Oh.
And then Death of a Unicorn also was very disappointing to me. Did not like. So those are my tops and bottoms.
Yeah. Real quick, I guess I was thinking about like an actual top 5 ranking, and I was waiting to see Marty Supreme. And there's obviously like a bunch of other movies that I haven't seen this year.
Sure.
Because like I would like to also account for like foreign films that I haven't watched or anything like that. Because I've heard some other ones like The Secret Agent or Surat or
No Other Choice.
No Other Choice, which is not released.
Yeah, it's not wide released or anything
yet. That I think it's in January is when it's coming out theatrically over here anyway. But right now I would say top to bottom, top 5, it would be Sinners, number 1, Train Dreams, number 2, Marty Supreme, number 3, Eddington, number 4, and I think Sorry Baby, number 5.
Wow. Knocked out some of the big boys.
Yeah. Because I feel like those are the movies that like like I left me with thinking about them after I watched them. Whereas some other ones I they just kind of washed over me. Didn't leave as big of an impact. And I blame the hype train for One Battle for my like not as loving it as much as I probably could have if I watched it earlier. But it's still like great. It's a great comedy and
Great comedy.
it's a great comedy.
It is funny.
Leo,
So is Marty.
Yeah, Leo and Marty, and Leo's a great comedic actor.
Yeah.
In that movie, and the other characters sort of add up to its sort of greatness, like Sean Penn and
Benicio del Toro.
yeah, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei.
I'm gonna say probably from my top 10, if I had to actually rank them, would probably be One Battle, then Sinners, then Marty Supreme, and I don't care. I'm putting Adolescence as a movie.
I don't care. You can't do anything.
And then, and then Twinless.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave out Train Dreams and Weapons. Together was really surprisingly, that was very good though. And Eddington, liked it much more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Considering I was not a big Bo fan.
And like these are all like one-time watches. Like these are all based on one-time watches and based on how I felt after I watched them initially. And and I'm about to start talking about Marty Supreme, but we're gonna talk about it even more. So yeah, that's those were our tops of the years of everything that we watched. Yeah, there's probably so much more that we still have to account for. But
did you get any good movie hauls for Christmas?
Yeah, I did actually.
Your family knows what to get you.
I got a huge bonus to my Criterion collection that I have, because I essentially have only like my Christmas list. It's basically like 80% just movies from the Criterion collection or from like specialty steelbooks or something.
You made a list for them?
Yeah.
That way they know what
not
to get you.
Yeah. And they got a good chunk of it.
Another copy of Marcel.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
What is Salo?
Yeah.
Imagine I put that in the list and Deanna's parents get that for me.
It's a hood. You get Salo hoodie.
Yeah. Wow, great. Thank you. I didn't even ask for it. They just got it for me.
Irreversible baseball hat.
Yeah. It was a good chunk of movies to add to my collection. I'm like, I need more storage.
Yeah.
For this stuff. And it was great. Did you get
I got
a
small like
mini load?
Yeah, so we did a thrifted Christmas this year for my family, and it was like the kids get the kids gifts, of course, the Christmas presents, really for the kids more than anything.
Yeah,
and your significant other. But for the adults, we basically all did thrifted stuff. So I got a lot of thrifted movies. I got Abbott and Costello, Who's on First on VHS. Classic, yeah. I got some like old school DVDs that I haven't seen. Some that I have, some that are more like kitschy, like Ultraviolet and Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind, not so much kitschy, but Ultraviolet for sure. It's like, ooh, Ultraviolet on DVD.
You got like Ultraviolet and what's that Charlize Theron one?
Oh, Aeon Flux.
Aeon Flux.
Yeah,
that'd be like a bundle.
Yeah, exactly. You flip the disc over. It's one versus the other. Yeah. And then what was the other one? Philadelphia. Tom Hanks. Never seen that. I got that on DVD. And then my Aunt Linda, listener of the show, friend of the show, my dear Aunt Linda, she got me Ace in the Hole Criterion. Haven't seen that. She says it's great. And then my mom got me a DVD of The Party, starring Peter Sellers, which never even heard of that one. And she says, I think you're gonna like it. And my humor derives mainly from her influence over the years. So I would imagine I probably will. And then some other stuff too on VHS, like I can't even remember, but just some VHS classics that were all like big box of tapes for $1 a piece that someone found at some thrift store. And I thought that was great. And then you got me a Werner Herzog shirt that has the Danzig logo. It just says Herzog.
Yeah.
Like a heavy metal tee.
In the Danzig font.
Love that. I was tempted to put it on, but I needed to give it a wash and an iron or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it as far as movies go. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, I have a stack of blind watches or blind buys and like movies that I haven't watched that I just added the ones that are new to me too. So
Yeah, there's like a couple of those in my pile. Not necessarily blind watches, but movies I've like watched once or like watched in film school and I remember liking. But yeah, it's mostly things that I put on the list for a very specific reason.
yeah. Well, it's always good to have more physical media.
Yeah, for sure.
The closer we get to rebranding streaming as cable and the corporations just pulling the rug out from under us, it's like, and I honestly don't even think it's anything that new.
Yeah.
You know, think about what it was like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when you watch a movie in theaters and you just never have access to it again, potentially.
Yeah,
until like home video became very popular and prevalent.
Yeah, that is interesting to think about. To like back in the 70s, a movie comes out in theaters. There's no VHSs.
You hope that it stays for long so you could watch it twice, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder what the longevity of movies was back in the day.
Well, one of the things that I think about back then too, there's a picture of a young girl doing a Star Wars cosplay as a Rebel fighter, X-wing fighter, and she watched the movie one time in theaters and then recreated the costume from memory and did a pretty good job of it too.
Really?
And you're just like, nowadays you can pause something, snap a still 3-dimensional view of it.
Yeah, you can
Google.
Yeah.
And you can make it all pretty accurate from there. But I think she was probably like 12 or something like that, 13.
Crazy.
And dressed up to go see the second one in that. And you're like, this is in,
one of the first cosplayers.
Late 70s, early 80s or whatever. And you're like, that's fucking so cool. And really difficult. You have to have a good memory for that.
Yeah. It's like back in my day, I didn't have the internet to help me make a cosplay.
Yeah.
It's like parallel parking without a rear view camera nowadays.
Oh yeah.
It's like I can parallel park very easily with a rear view camera. Without it, it's a little more difficult.
Yeah. I got good at that when I started driving land yachts.
Land yachts.
Yeah.
Your
Cadillac.
Your boat cars.
Yeah, that fucking thing, trying to parallel park that with no mirror on the passenger side, mind you.
Oh yeah.
You legally don't have to have one. So back then they just put it on the driver's side.
Yeah.
There's no fucking mirror. And it's 24 feet long.
Yeah, and you got to be very delicate.
Yeah, and you don't want to curb those wheels either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You want to get into Marty?
Let's get into some Marty Supreme. There is some spoilers, definitely, I think, for this movie.
Yeah, I have a... We can put some in an indicator.
But we'll do half and a half or whatever.
You'll hear one of those when we get to the spoilers.
Spoiler parts. I guess I should pull it up. It's Marty Supreme, directed by Josh Safdie, one half of the Safdie brothers, who both directed Good Time and Uncut Gems together.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year, they individually directed their own biopics. And
weird sports biopics for both.
Yeah, one's
interesting.
One I think is more of a biopic than Marty Supreme is.
Yeah.
But it is based on a real person. Marty Reisman is the real guy's name.
Okay.
Marty Mauser is the character's name in the movie. Played by Timothee Chalamet, also starring Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Zion, Larry Ratso Sloman. I like that name, Ratso. Yeah. Tyler Okonma, also known as Tyler the Creator.
Tyler Okonma. Huh?
Okonma, yes. Fran Drescher as Marty Mauser's mom.
I couldn't believe that after we saw that in those credits.
Yeah.
I thought it was Diane Wiest for the longest time.
Oh, no. Yeah. I thought you said Wiest.
Yeah.
Sandra Bernard, small role. And Emery Cohen, if you remember our episode of Place Beyond the Pines, he played AJ, who was Bradley Cooper's son in like the third chapter of that movie.
He's got that little gold chain.
Yeah. And he has like the heaviest East Coast or like accent.
Jersey accent.
Yeah. He's very much like a Guido type of character.
Yeah.
That's the only other movie I know him from.
He's in Brooklyn also, which I thought that was very good. I don't remember him in it though.
He plays a small character, and it's mainly Marty Supreme, Marty Mauser. It's the Chalamet show for this 2.5 hour runtime. Dropped on Christmas, released on Christmas. Me and Pete both watched it, and much like a Safdie movie, like Uncut Gems and Good Time, it is an anxiety-inducing fast-paced, frenetic story about a guy who's an asshole.
Yes.
and his life is going to shambles, and
He's a real prick.
and he's figuring it out. He has a specific destination he's trying to get to, and it is a ping pong tournament in Japan.
And just like Good Time, he needs to get money within a certain time frame to achieve the goal he wants.
Yes.
And the entire, like the first, I don't even know if I would call it the first act, but like it's almost like the preamble before the movie really gets going is him competing in the first tournament. And that's when you get to know who the character is. And the rest of the movie is him trying to reach that goal of getting to Japan for the World Finals.
Yeah. So it's a movie that kind of starts like a sports kind of like a sports story, like a Rocky, or like it kind of reminded me of Over the Top a little bit with Sylvester Stallone as well, where he's an arm wrestler, and there's like this. It's just like a niche sport within this niche community, and there's a tournament for this thing, and how this movie starts is that there's a tournament he's in, and I don't know if this is really a spoiler. It's a kind of the set off for the rest of the movie, where he loses in the very beginning, he loses this big tournament against this Japanese ping pong player played by a real life deaf Japanese ping pong player named Koto Kawaguchi, I think is his name.
Koto Kawaguchi, yeah.
Yeah, Koto Kawaguchi, and his character's name is Koto Endo, and who's not a real person as well. And it's essentially Marty Mauser trying to get to the next championship, which is being held in Japan. And every decision he's making throughout the rest of the movie is in motivation to get to that place. He's trying to get the money to get there somehow. He's trying to hop on a plane with somebody else to get there. And he'll do whatever he needs to do to get there. It's a little bit like Whiplash in that instance. He's the villain in everybody else's life. He himself has an antagonist, played by Shark Tank guy, Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah.
O'Leary, Shark Tank.
He plays
man.
Milton Rockwell, the magnate of Rockwell Inc. that makes pens.
Yeah, makes pens.
Also, Gwyneth Paltrow, I forgot to mention.
Yes, and she plays like an older actress.
Kay Stone.
Who
He was a movie star in the 30s. This takes place in the mid-50s.
Yes. And they meet at a hotel that they're both staying at the same time, and they have a interesting relationship throughout the movie. She's introduced, she kind of goes away for a while, comes back. It's a very much like a roller coaster, this movie. And I was kind of exhausted by the end of it because of the tension, the anxiety, the ping pong moments. Like there was a moment in my life where I was really into ping pong and I got really good. And so watching some of the games that they were playing, I was like, oh fuck, god damn, they're at 2020 right now.
You were stressed. I looked over at Joseph a few times in the theater and he was like hands in his mouth like, oh my god.
It's that ping pong
is good.
Can be intense for sure.
It is.
And it's really fun. But let's get into our initial thoughts on this movie. It's been a couple days, but if you can remember your initial thoughts coming out of the theater or how you were feeling about it, let's get into it. Pete.
My first thought was, this is before I'd seen The Smashing Machine, but unfortunately, I think that we know which is the director, which I'm gravitating towards as far as like taking preference, like whose side am I taking in the divorce?
Yeah.
It's Josh Safdie.
Yeah,
that was really, really good, and it was very much in line with the tone of Uncut Gems and Good Time. And there's a lot of parallels there. You don't really love the protagonist, but you're also rooting for him in a way.
Yeah, oddly.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero, and he's so confident in himself, which is really kind of similar to Robert Pattinson in Good Time, where he just thinks, I'm just going to make it, and I don't care who I have to fuck over to make it happen.
Yeah.
You see characters come into his life that he takes advantage of, and then it immediately moves on to the next thing with no regard for them. But then at the next scene, you're just like, oh, I hope he makes it. I hope he wins.
I know.
Even though he just like displayed some of the worst humanity you can imagine, person to person experience.
He just said the most anti-Semitic thing.
Yes. And he plays a Jewish character in it, and it says a lot of anti-Semitic things. A lot of like, for mid 1950s. I thought the production was great. I love the soundtrack and the score.
Yes.
There's a soundtrack that is mostly like 80s sort of ballads, like Forever Young, and Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
And a couple, I think there's like one or two other ones that came in that I was like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, good needle drops.
Yeah, I liked those. I could see how they might not fit well with the aesthetic if you're watching it, because you're like, it's a 1950s movie.
They got these 80s songs.
80 songs. But then again, I loved David Banner needle drop in Django Unchained.
Oh yeah.
And it's like if it's so far outside of the realm, like if they're playing a early 60s song in a movie that's about the 50s, for whatever reason, I would feel that's a little bit weird for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if they put like, it's almost like, remember how my streaming picks was recently was Marie Antoinette.
Oh yeah.
And they have like one shot of a pair of baby blue Converse Chuck Taylors.
Oh really?
When she's like trying on all these extravagant shoes to show. And it's supposed to be, supposedly, if you read it that way, that it's like, oh, she's just a teenager, because she is. But she's in this rich whatever. And it's like, she's just like a modern teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not enough of it. It's like it's not like Romeo plus Juliet, where it's so far removed from what you expect from a Shakespeare adaptation.
It's modernized. The world is modernized, but the language isn't.
Yeah, it's like the dichotomy is so far opposed from each other that it works in its own way. It's too close. With this, I thought the needle drops were so far away from what the period was that I liked it. And then the score on top of it was some very great, heavy hitting, almost like, I hate to make the analogy because it's tennis versus table tennis, but kind of like Challengers.
Oh yeah.
Where there was some like great, heavy hitting, like industrial grunge feel to some of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Or some of the score.
Composer for Marty Supreme was Daniel Lopatin.
What else did he do? Did he do Uncut Gems or Good Time?
He did Uncut Gems and Good Time, as well as The Bling Ring.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think this guy, he has a music project, like he was a musician before, or is currently still, and he was one of Yotrick's Point Never. That was his like band name or his artist name.
I've heard that before. I don't know anything about it, so interesting.
Yeah.
So that all worked for me. I think Chalamet is on a generational run. I think he is like proving himself, not just falling ass backwards into it, but proving himself to be like the go-to predominant like actor who takes his shit seriously and is like performing, like he's just doing it, of this generation, of the young like Gen Z. Is it Gen Z?
I don't know. He's 30 now.
Oh, he's 30? Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's close.
Young,
not Zillennial.
Yeah.
Is that Zillennial?
Yeah, that's like somewhere between Gen Z and Millennial.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just fucking good. It's like I haven't seen anything that I didn't like him in. I went in with arms folded into some of his performances, and he blew me away every time.
The only thing I can think of that I didn't quite like him in, it was mainly just his character, was
Lady Bird.
No, don't look up.
Yeah, both of those were a little different than what you'd expect from him, but he nailed it. I remember the characters, and I hated him.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this he's very fucking good. Odessa Zion's very good. I think she rubs people the wrong way certain times, but
this is the only thing I've ever seen her in.
She's in what the fuck is that other movie?
She kind of has a different look now.
Yeah, well, the Hellraiser remake or reboot.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's her.
I don't remember.
She is the daughter of Pam Adlon, the voice of Bobby Hill from
I do know that
King of the Hill.
And
Louis C.K.'s like best friend.
She kind of sounds like Bobby Hill a little bit.
Yeah. She's also in I Love L.A. show.
That new show.
Right now. Yeah. What was it? Until Dawn. She was in Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Hellraiser. Am I Okay? That's another good one.
Oh, I did see that. Mm-hmm. I don't remember her in it though.
But yeah, I've come to like her a lot. She kind of plays. She's a one note actor, but she does that note very well, which is honestly pretty close to her mom. Pam Adlon always plays kind of a tomboy, but very like sexually appealing sort of person who's just an average, like a down to earth sort of girl, but always plays like the love interest that is unattainable in some way. So I liked her in this. She was good. And I loved that just like Uncut Gems, they put in a few like wild card actors that you wouldn't expect, like Fran Drescher as the mom, completely understated, no makeup, no hair done up. They probably purposefully didn't have her laugh, so you wouldn't feel like she's a caricature, you know? And then there was, who was the guy that's in the ping pong like the little club that he goes to all the time. He's a professional basketball player, George Gervin. Oh. The guy with the big teeth.
Yeah.
I've seen him in a few things before too, and I was like, it's just interesting to have like Uncut Gems. You got KG, Kevin Garnett. Yeah. You got this guy playing just an odd part. And then a bunch of like people that you're like, that's a fucking old Jewish guy from the 50s.
Oh, like the sort of side characters?
Yeah, the color characters.
The NPCs of the movie.
The police officer that...
His coworker in the safe, that guy.
Yes, that fucking guy. His business partner, the big fat guy.
Yeah,
every one of these, you're like, God, these people look right. You know, and
then there's Penn Jillette.
Yeah. I liked him too. I mean, I didn't think his character wasn't, was very one note.
Yeah, he was just a fucking
old
farmer.
Racist, yeah. But yeah, I felt like that world felt like something very real. And then you have Tyler, the creator, and Timothee Chalamet that just feel a little too modern for me.
When they're together.
Yeah, more when they're together. But even Marty, he just feels just a little too modern. Like if you throw in just a little bit more of that old school vernacular to make him kind of ring.
I'm gonna go play ping pong, see?
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. But
I'm gonna show you what for.
It didn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
it didn't take me out of it, and I had a blast, and I was on the edge of my seat, and I kept thinking, how the fuck are they gonna get out of this? How the fuck are they gonna get out of this?
Yeah,
and then something worse happens, and you're like, okay, well, that guy's gonna kill him. It's just so many situations where like I liked how it took a very simple plot that could have been 45 minutes, a 45-minute long movie, the bulk of it, and then put like a good first fight and a good end fight or game in this case, one at the beginning, one at the end, and call it a day. But it made it like the mission to get from point A to point B was so winding,
just all over the place,
and just kept going in weird places, and then the deception from other characters and the reveals of what it was.
Oh yes,
and his growth as a character, if you can even call it that, was just, I don't know, it was very good. And I almost wish there was like another movie on the horizon with this character, because they want to see if he turns into something great or he washes out or his life changes after the final scene.
Yeah.
Or if his life changes, but he abandons it and goes back to trying to be one of the greats.
Yeah, that's the question that the movie's like asking, right? It's like, what is he gonna do now? What is his reaction at the end? Like, what is he reacting to?
Yeah.
What is it like? I'm this now, or like I don't want to be this now?
Yeah. Or he's happy to be this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and there's been a lot of debate about if it's a deserved ending, or people are just reading it into like this is what they got out of it, and like they didn't like it or whatever. It's up for debate, and it's a little ambiguous, I think.
Yeah, I like that, and it did have shades of Whiplash. There's just nobody pushing himself but him, though.
Yeah,
he's both character. He's both Andrew Neiman and Terrence Flesher.
Yeah,
so I loved that, and I love the stuff in Japan. I loved Kevin O'Leary. I think I was like,
surprisingly,
this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Why is he in this movie? And he was great, just being his own
asshole
self. Yeah. So yeah, very, very, very good. But I'm super happy we saw it in theaters too, because those sound drops when the needle drop hits.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, man, it's the crispest I've ever heard Forever Young.
Yeah.
Playing it. It really worked.
Yeah, and they re-recorded it with like a kid choir in the. And
I forgot the whole intro, the little animated intro.
Yeah, it's a full circle movie.
It's great. I loved it. I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah. So Broad broad overview of my feelings. Fantastic acting, fantastic cinematography, fantastic score and music, fantastic production design. What else? Really just great writing, I think, in terms of dialogue and the directing of like how quick-witted that Marty Reisman is, or not Marty Mauser is. The way he's able to respond to people going against him in such ways, and how he's able to like snake around them like confronting him.
Yeah.
And he starts off working at a shoe store, and he doesn't want to be a salesman. You know, they're trying to trap like his uncle, who is the guy who runs it, is trying to trap him there.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't want to be a salesman. But the whole movie, he's selling himself.
Yeah.
And it's great because he is good at being that asshole salesman. And it's so hilarious to watch him be an asshole to all these people and basically undercut them and lie to them and just like I said earlier, being the villain in other people's lives. I thought was hilarious. And it was a 2.5 hour movie, but in the middle of it, I was like, I didn't really feel any lulls throughout the movie.
No.
There wasn't quite a moment to really catch your breath. Although I will say that it doesn't really pick up until like, I don't want to say like halfway through ish. It's like moderately paced, and it's like enough to keep me engaged, and it's fun, and I like all the writing and the characters, and but then like after a certain moment, it just kind of like scene after scene of him just scrambling and like going from place to place to try and get to his goal. And it's all like wrapped up, in my opinion, it's all wrapped up nice and tightly with that question of like, what does this mean for him now? And similar to like Whiplash, the ending of Whiplash, it's like he has this triumphant drum solo, and you think like, oh, he's beating Fletcher now. And then they have this moment where they're looking at each other, and it's like, is he winning though?
Or did he just get played the whole time?
Is he now just going to follow the same path as the other guy?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of
he backed himself into a corner in a way.
It's kind of it kind of has like a dark undertone.
Sure.
A little bit, you know.
Talk about that more in spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, everything pretty much Pete said. Like, there wasn't any characters that I felt super out of place or I didn't like necessarily. I would agree that like maybe like Tyler the Creator, like this is his first movie and his first acting role, in like a mainstream movie like this. And I mean, he's done like skits and sketches and music videos and all that kind of stuff. And he plays characters in his music, on his tours and stuff. So I think he kind of had that repertoire. Like he had the makings of a character he could use for a movie. And I feel like this was probably maybe like the best first project for him to be introduced to the movie world. He himself was like solid, you know. He's kind of a small percentage of the movie, but I love how funny this movie is. It's a little bit slapstick in some moments.
Yeah,
like I mean, there's a huge moment that is like it's set up perfectly. Like we're given all the information that this would happen, and then
something would happen,
and then it happens.
Talking about the hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it just, if you think about it, but the rest of the story, it's like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
But it's set up for us like, okay, so it's explained why it happened. And of course it happened to our main character, which then
of course
sets off another sort of subplot with another guy and a dog and all that stuff.
I liked that guy too. He was, I want to look him up.
Yeah, he was good. He felt like a 50s mobster or whatever, you know? He was the godfather of that street. It is certainly from the very like opening credits of the movie to the very last scene of the movie, it is a full circle moment, and it gives you a time frame of when all this is happening. It's all happening within this period. And I saw this interview with a clip of this interview with the director talking about like, I guess like the sort of the theme of the movie that he had in mind when he was writing it and filming it is like Marty Mauser's character, because he is so focused on dream, and like the dream big is like the big like slogan for this movie. Yeah. Is like when you're dreaming, it's separate from your real life, obviously. So when you are going for your dreams, it's like you're jumping on a moving train, but the train is still going. And then when you come back down, it's like you're picking up where like life happened while you were doing this stuff.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know? And that's sort of like the overall theme of this movie, I think. And it was just a really, really exciting, tense, fun movie. And I like the score, the 80s, like the weirdly fit 80s score with the movie that takes place in the 50s made it really kind of hammered the point home for myself that it felt like an 80s sports movie, like an Over the Top or Rocky, because he is so focused on doing this tournament, like he needs to redeem himself, you know? But the difference is that there's no like, I'm not good enough. Like he knows he's good enough. He's in this movie,
absolutely sure of it,
and he makes a point of it throughout almost like the whole movie. And it's more just him like, yeah, I just got to get there, you know?
Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
Of course this is gonna happen. Of course I'm gonna beat him. I'm 100. He says I'm 100 trillion times better than that guy.
Yeah.
He just got beat by.
Yeah, and it's a little bit tortoise hair, like a tortoise and the hare story. Him being the hare in this story, Marty Mauser, because he's so fast and he thinks he's gonna get to this finish line before the hare being the Japanese ping pong player.
Tortoise.
Yeah, he's being the tortoise, and I really wanted to see more of him.
Yeah,
a little bit more of him, because he essentially has no lines, and he is just this laser focused ping pong player.
He's a machine,
but he's so like laissez-faire about it, very casual. And they kind of introduce a mechanic, although it's based on his real life because he's deaf, on how he's able to be that good at it, and being able to, like, him being deaf, he doesn't hear like the crowd or anything like that. He can just like focus in and like not have any of those distractions. And which I thought was going to be an element of the rest of the story. Like he was going to try earplugs or something.
Yeah. That never came back. And also the orange ball never came back. Marty Supreme is the name of the ball. He's trying to basically coin his own signature ball.
Yeah.
The Marty Supreme. And he makes it orange instead of white. Couple things. That thug gangster guy they cross with the dog, that's Abel Ferrara.
Oh, that's Abel Ferrara.
That's Abel Ferrara. I had no idea.
I saw his name in the credits, and
me too.
I had no idea what he looked like.
Completely forgot. I didn't know what he looked like. I was wrong. It was Ted Williams is the actor who plays the big tall guy with the big teeth. David Mamet plays the director of the play that they're doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is really neat. And then Isaac Mizrahi plays K-Stone's publicist, the guy that comes in and makes that joke about getting sucked off.
Yeah.
And Isaac Mizrahi's done a ton of stuff, just a ton of stuff, like behind the camera, in front of the camera, everything.
Yeah.
So mostly, I mean, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But I liked his character for the 2 seconds he was in there. You're like, that's another keystone I think of when I think of a Safdie Brothers movie, is characters that come in and they have like like a half a scene sometimes, or at the very most 1 or 2 scenes, and you're like, God, that guy's memorable.
Yeah.
Or that girl's memorable. You know, the publicist in the green room, he talks about how he's going to love the play.
Oh, yeah.
The rich assholes that are in the party at the very end when he's the paddle comes into play. Those guys, you're like, oh, those are looking like a bunch of smug cunts.
Yeah.
his coworker with the safe, that guy was very memorable. The police officer was memorable.
The British journalist guy with like the glasses.
Yes, the super beady eyes and the glasses.
They were like up here.
Yeah, it's like crooked and way too high in his head.
Nose bridge was like starting like above his eye. His eyebrow.
The former world champion who had the honey story.
Yes.
That guy, he's a Hungarian-born Jewish man who's also acted in a bunch of stuff, mainly about like that era Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very good.
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many small parts. You're just like, fuck, who is that guy?
Yeah. These all sort of enigmatic characters, you know, that you kind of want to know more about. Like the honey story was something I completely forgot about until earlier today.
Yeah.
Where I was like, want Instagram or something, and they're like, "What's the deal with that honey scene?" And you know, it is like an outlandish story, you know, and then we get the visual of it,
and then you're like, and it goes nowhere.
And it's like
after that, it's nothing.
It's nothing in and of itself, but I'm sure that there's a connection between what that story and like the goal of Marty Mauser and him, because they're friends, right? They just competed against each other in this when they're having this conversation, and it's with Rockwell, Kevin O'Leary's character, and Marty Mauser is trying to make it a point for him to tell this story of like what they would go through to do.
Do you want to get into spoilers? We could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, just let me mention the cinematographer for this, Darius Kanji, who is a seasoned cinematographer. You would have seen his work in Delicatessen, Seven,
really,
Amour, Midnight in Paris, Eddington, Mickey 17. All three of these movies. He has 3 movies this year. Eddington, Mickey 17, and now Marty Supreme.
Wow.
Because this movie looks fantastic as well. Great camera work. The ping pong games were like, they were captivating.
Yeah.
He did Uncut Gems and Good Time as well.
Of course.
His work spans like all the way back down into the 80s. But yeah, a very seasoned cinematographer and obviously really good. 7 and Eddington, Mickey 17 from this year. Eddington is a really great looking movie. Delicatessen, very French, and very dreamy and yeah, exciting. But yeah, it was a great looking movie just on that technical level.
Spoiler time?
Spoiler time.
All right, from here on out, you've been warned. Spoilers. Okay, so the honey story. There's 2 ways I can think about it if I'm trying to read anything into it. Number 1 is just he's trying to fuck with Rockwell and like make him uncomfortable. Yeah. Which puts him in a place of power in some weird way. Yeah, it is because his son, he mentions his son died rescuing or like saving them. Yeah. But like he died in like the South Pacific. He didn't even die in Germany. Yeah. Yeah. You know, or was killed in Germany. Yeah. So he's trying to like do this weird power guilt trip thing with him. Yeah. And then he tells that honey story. But they're also in like a very fancy restaurant with all his millionaire friends at dinner, and he pulls a power move on him to pay for the meal, which he has to atone to later. Yeah. But he decides to tell this story about licking honey off of a man's body. Being his body, being covered in honey, being licked off by other men, other Auschwitz prisoners. Yeah, and it's like part of me says that, and the other part of me thinks that perhaps it's almost like that's the difference between Marty and this guy. This guy is clearly like seems like a very nice guy. He's very pleasant with him when he wins. He's a good loser, like a good sport. Yeah, because he gets basically dethroned as a world champion by Marty, and then. But they do it with some flair, and he's trying to like get him in on this whole Harlem Globetrotters thing. Yeah. So it's like he's selfless. He puts himself out. He does not have the ego that Marty does. That's the contrast. And Marty would never do that. Never cover himself in honey and let men lick it off of him for sustenance. Yeah, yeah. It's just like and people who are listening to this, even though they haven't watched the movie, are like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Yeah. But I mean, when that scene came up, it was exactly what I was thinking. It's like, do they have to show the part where he licks the nipple with the hair on the chest and everything?
Yeah.
There's no way to get that shot unless it's a fake nipple.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked like a real ass dude getting honey licked off of him.
And it's played for comedy.
It's played for shock and comedy.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to take more into it than that, than the shock of it all.
It's like by chance it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, his lines about how when he's talking shit about the guy right before he beats him. He's like, I'm going to finish what Hitler couldn't.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God. And you find out later he's an Auschwitz survivor.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, no, it's okay. I'm Jewish. I can say that too.
What do you say? I'm like the best thing to come out of Hitler's regime or something like that?
You know, I'm Hitler's worst nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Hitler's worst nightmare. I'm a product of, Jewish generationals, whatever, but I'm also powerful. I'm the best there ever lived. I'm this, I'm that. He has the swagger of a Mike Tyson or like a Michael Jordan in their prime.
Yeah.
But he's a scrawny kid from Brooklyn who wants to play ping pong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he mentions being on the Wheaties box. I'm going to be the first ping pong player in a Wheaties box.
That's right. He wants it to be for America too. He doesn't want it to be for another country.
Is that when Wheaties was Wheaties a 50s thing? I have no idea.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's older than that.
I thought it was more of like an 80s thing.
Let's see. Wheaties.
When was the first Wheaties athlete?
That's a good trivia, actually.
And who was it? Was it Babe Ruth?
No. Oh, close. Lou Gehrig.
Oh.
Lou Gehrig became the first athlete
like
to
the
appear.
disease.
Yeah. It's weird that they were both named that.
Yeah.
1934.
Oh,
1934.
Okay. All right, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. It makes sense.
I'm going to see first non-athlete. Now I'm going to look. First non-athlete on the Wheaties box.
It was a barista.
Eleanor Smith, an aviator.
Oh, okay.
First real person, non-athlete to appear on the Wheaties box. Featured on also 1934. For setting aviation records.
That didn't take long.
Yeah. First woman, first non-athlete, and the fictional character Jack Armstrong also appeared in 1934. First athlete Lou Gehrig appeared the same year. What did they have on the box before then? It's like,
was it just nothing?
National monuments?
What is Wheaties?
Wheat.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah. It's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah. It's just
what shape are they?
Just it's like cornflakes without
corn,
without the
wheat flakes.
Yeah, it's like wheat flakes basically.
Oh, okay.
It's like cornflake. It's literally like, imagine like Kellogg's cornflakes.
Yeah.
It's like that except for it's wheat.
Oh.
At least I think so.
Okay. Well,
it would be a national what's it called?
Eat your Wheaties.
And it's actually corn.
Yeah. Cornies.
General Mills. Yes. Okay, back to
Wheaties cast.
Back to Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
I loved that the second he has no shame. He's going up to Gwyneth Paltrow's room.
Yeah.
When she's clearly received a terrible review of her play. And she's in tears, surrounded by people. And he's still like, can I have that bracelet now? Can I have that necklace?
Yeah.
And as soon as that gets shut down, his scheming, conniving brain immediately goes to, well, I'm already here. Might as well ask her husband.
The gall.
The
audacity.
His audacometer is off the charts.
Yeah.
This one goes to 11.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole movie is him essentially kind of self-sabotaging. A lot like Howie.
As I was just going to say, very much Howie.
In Uncut Gems, where he's like, yeah, you have all the money. It's in your grasp. You could easily fix everything.
You just pay it off now and be done.
Yes.
Out.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Can't do that.
He had the necklace in his hand. He could have done it.
Yeah.
But he decided to go down her in the park.
Yeah. A bold move. And then the cops just happen to be there. And then he has to bribe them with the necklace. Because they're like, that's a nice necklace.
Can you imagine that publicity?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. The beginning of the movie starts with sperm going into an egg.
Yeah.
Which is preceded by Marty Mauser and Rachel, Odessa Zion's character, fornicating in the back of the shoe room or the back of the shoe store in the stock room. And that I felt was a very similar intro to Uncut Gems, because it starts with the colonoscopy in Uncut Gems. It goes from like the mine, and then it transitions out into like Howie's colon.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I've only watched it the one time.
Yeah. I was like, this is they like the anatomy, the anatomy of the body.
That is true.
And so the opening credit sequence is like a millions of sperm going towards an egg and then one getting through. And then that kind of sets, like, we didn't know it at the time until the very end of the movie, that it kind of set like a window of time of like when all of this takes place, which is within 9 months or just over. Oh no, because it's 8 months.
It's 8 months from the time that he goes off for the first one till we pick up where he's been traveling with the Globetrotters for the last 8 months.
Yeah, so that happens, and then he goes off to England, London, England, to compete in the ping pong tournament. He loses to Koto, and then he goes back. Or no, he tours with the Globetrotters with the Hungarian guy,
former champion. Yeah.
For a bit, for I don't know, probably 3 months, maybe. You know. And then he goes back. He hates his mom. Every time she calls him, he like knows her shtick, that she's like faking us being sick, or faking an injury, faking having to go to the hospital or something, just to get him to come home. And he's like, he's sick of it. He's like, oh really? She's sick? Okay.
Yeah. And she's you can hear in the background whispering.
Yeah, just tell her I passed out.
Yeah, tell him I'm running a fever. Yeah.
So they have a very interesting relationship, and then he goes back home and is there for a minute, and you're kind of seeing Rachel's progression of her pregnancy a little bit.
Did you expect her black eye to be fake?
I did not.
I only expected it in that one scene, because I'm like, God, her makeup doesn't look good in this scene. The eye makeup when she's revealed and she wipes it away.
Oh yeah.
Because up to that moment I didn't at all suspect it, but because it looked more purplish and kind of like had a bloom to it, and then in that one it just looked like a smear of black under her eye, and I'm like, the makeup director got lazy in the scene for some reason.
Yeah, because that element is introduced after. So she's like married, or just her boyfriend is. She's
married.
Is that Emery guy?
Yeah,
the guy
Ira.
And he's kind of introduced as like a unhinged or violent dude,
and a dope,
and and kind of an idiot. And we don't see him get physical with her. We see him get mad. But the next time we see her, she's got
the black
eye,
and asking for a place to stay.
Oh, because Marty Mauser goes to her and he sees them hugging. And she's crying, and she's trying to make up a story that his father died, or that his something.
You're never quite sure what happened to his dad, if anything.
Yeah,
because they mentioned, his dad just died, and then when he's giving his story to the British reporters, he's like, oh yeah, I was an orphan. I grew up in the New York orphan system. You know, my mom and dad both died when I was young.
Yeah, that sets him off, and then the next time we see her, she has the black eye, and she goes to see Marty, and then the reveal happens.
That it's fake
later, that like it happened, and at this point he's already kind of like avenged her.
Yes, he's already beat the fuck out of him
and like slugged him over the head with like a typewriter or something. What
it was the award he picked from his room.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes and he grabs the heaviest award with the heaviest base.
Yeah.
And then he smashes him in the face and just says, "Shame on you."
Yeah,
as if he can even hear.
Yeah,
at that moment
he's like pretty much blacked out.
Yeah,
he's bleeding from the mouth and the head.
Yeah, he's concussed.
Yeah. I thought he died. I thought he killed a man.
I thought he might have.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to go in there and he was like lifeless in bed.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. And this movie does a good job of like...
Nothing.
Oh, okay. This movie does a good job of making you not know what's going to come next, because there are things that he does to a character like Rachel where it's like he has this whole spiel against her where he's like, I have a purpose. You have no purpose. And you think at that moment she's going to do something to sabotage him.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, what's he going to do? She's going to come up with a story with the dog, because the dog is like part of the story now. They like got this the tub falling through the ceiling, crushing the Abel Ferreira's character's arm in the tub as he's bathing his dog. And then
How shocking.
And then he is like, you need to take my dog to the vet for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he got crushed too. He was underneath the bathtub. The dog was pinned in the bathtub.
Yeah, he was. I just didn't get to tell exactly what the injury was. I mean, just
wants to make sure he's
check
okay.
up.
Yeah.
You need to take my dog to the vet. And then he happens to be this gangster. And he's like, here, just take $50 for yourself and to take like 100 for the vet. And then he sees he's got a big bag of money.
Yeah.
And Marty's like, I need this money right now.
I kind of expected him to just palm more than $100 right then.
Yeah.
And just dump him off at the vet and be done with it.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'll just take 1,000.
And that is that introduces a whole another plot, another thread to this story that increases the tension because it adds an element later with him kidnapping Rachel and like kind of holding her for ransom.
Yeah.
Until he...
And then two innocent men are killed.
Yes.
Because of her grift.
Yeah.
Started out as his grift and she took... And that's like... I feel like that's a trope too that you see. Like in Gone in 60 Seconds, the Nick Cage version, he's great at running grifts and he's got some of his top guys running grifts. And then Giovanni Ribisi's character decides to do one on his own and gets caught up. He's like a youngster and he gets caught up. And I want to say it's Giovanni, but one of the characters is like a youngster and like, oh, I'm going to do it just like Dallas did. Or Dallas Reigns. And then he gets caught up and gets in a bad spot or whatever it is. And you're like, the pro piece of shit grifter is a pro for a reason. Yeah. And then the young protege comes in, or in this case, his baby mama comes in.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, I'm going to do it. And then she gets in a much bigger predicament, gets herself in a pickle.
Yeah. And then he has to get involved. And
I fucking knew as soon as their faces went up against the window, because Penn Jillette says, if I see any of your kike faces looking back into my my window. And you're like, oh my God. Is Penn Jillette Jewish too, by the way?
I don't know.
Anyways. Should probably censor that. Anyways, he says that, and then this old Jewish guy looks in the window and you're like, this is probably going to end bad, and then blow.
Yeah. You do kind of see that coming right before it happens, and it is tense, and you're wondering like, is he about to get... I thought he was about to get shot earlier by the farmer, and we were going to have like an Uncut Gems type ending. I didn't necessarily think that Marty was going to get shot. Yeah. But I thought that the ending was going to be more bleak than it was. Yeah, and it could still be read as bleak depending on how you want to frame it. And speaking of the ending, he gets to Japan by way of Spank. And he basically has to do a humiliation ritual with Kevin O'Leary with a ping pong paddle with the Japanese Koto Endo's ping pong paddle like style, and
wooden on one side, foam on the other.
He's got to do it in front of his other rich friends, and he earns himself a ticket on what's his name, Rockwell's
private jet,
Rockwell's plane. Gets to Japan to compete in this, not a tournament, it's like a promotion event.
Yeah.
With
exhibition.
Yeah, with Koto. Basically just going against like normies in ping pong, or just like just anybody really.
Anyone from the crowd.
There's like a big line of people.
Win a point, win a pen.
Yeah. That's right. I keep forgetting he's a pen. He's a pen company. And at this point in the story, we've gone through so much shit with Marty Mauser. He's gone through so much stuff just to get here. And he finds out that he's not even allowed to compete in the tournament anymore. One, because it's like the next week and they've already made the brackets for all the players.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're literally a week away. And also he has a bad rapport with the ping pong like association with the guy who runs
the head of the ping pong association.
He's like, I'm not gonna change the schedule for one asshole. Especially not for this guy. And so this is really his only shot, Marty Mauser's only shot to redeem himself. And it's not even at this point, I think Marty Mauser is not even trying to be the world champion. He is just trying to prove it to himself that he can do it.
Yeah.
And he gets in line. He gets asked to go to the back of the line. I assume by Rockwell's request. So he's just like dangling the carrot in front of him. He finally gets up there and he loses. And then he does the classic Marty thing. He's like, whoa, I wasn't playing at my best. This is a fraud game. This is all staged.
And it was, because he lost 14-21, just like he said he was going to.
Yeah. And so then he gives a tournament worthy performance of ping pong, and it's a very, very tense game. Like, they get neck and neck at the very end. You know, they each get match point, and they both evade losing once. And then you would think that a character like Marty, like he's shown that he's a terrible person. He's shown that he's an asshole. He doesn't care about anybody else. You think that he wouldn't get the win because his character, you know, as a viewer, your character wouldn't deserve that.
Yeah, he didn't earn it.
Right. But he does win, and I'm like happy for him. I know. I'm like, he's such like an empathetic asshole, you know, like we were saying earlier, like you are rooting for this guy somehow. You were rooting for this guy. And the movie frames it in a perfect way to like care enough about him to root for him the entire time, even though he's like betraying everybody in his path. He's just grifting everybody, just trying to get to the next thing, you know, using everybody else's leverage. And he's got this like moment of relief when he wins. He like collapses to the ground, and there's a part of me that feels like he is genuinely like he genuinely cares about like his opponent. Yeah, you know,
he does.
And there is something sportsmanlike about that you can't appreciate. You know, like he's hugging Koto. He's like thanking him. He's like telling me he's a great player and that he's going to do great in the championship. Or he hopes he does great in the championship or the tournament. And there is a moment of like compassion for him, or he does have compassion. And then he gets back home. He hitches a ride with some army folks, some military people, because Kevin O'Leary has this weird spiel about how he's a vampire from the 1600s.
That was a great monologue.
That was so odd, but it weirdly fit. I almost believed him.
I know, for a second.
I was like,
what the fuck?
I've seen hundreds of Marty Mausers through my day. Some of them were real, some of them were fake, some of them were whatever.
Yeah. And
I was like, this is a very odd kind of omnipotent or ominous speech you're giving. Very kind of scary. And then Marty Mauser's like, okay, I don't care.
He laughs at him.
Yeah.
With whatever fucking dude.
Yeah. So, and he abandons him. Like, that guy, man, you're not getting on my plane. So he hitches a ride with the military people, goes back home, finds out that Rachel gave birth 4 weeks earlier than she was supposed to, and then goes and sees her.
Sees the baby.
And sees the baby and goes to the nursery, and he's staring at the baby through like the glass, the nursery glass window. And he's like staring at this baby, and he's like breaking down,
losing his shit. Yeah.
He's breaking down, like, and I'm reading it in a way where I'm like, is he happy? I'm like trying to figure it out. I'm like,
I think he's happy.
He's happy that like, he's happy and maybe sad that like, I didn't need to do all of that.
Yeah.
You know, that could be one interpretation.
I think he's humbled for sure.
Like, why did I like, he's having moments of like feelings of regret that he did all this terrible things to all these people, said all these terrible shit.
I don't think that. I don't think he has any remorse.
Or maybe he's like, yeah, maybe I didn't need to do all of that.
I think he feels like he's accomplished two things and he's not sure which is better. Like creating this baby that is clearly connected with him because he's screaming his head off, and then as soon as she brings him into the window, he stops crying. Yeah. And that was a great baby acting. That baby's going places.
Yeah.
And then and also beat Endo Koto. And he's like, well, I'm thinking in my mind he's thinking which is better. And he didn't even have to do all that other shit to have the baby. He just had to not pull out.
Yeah. And then the other spectrum of that of reading that ending is like, oh God, now I have a baby here. you know,
could be.
Do I have to have this responsibility now? Am I giving up my ping pong path?
My dream.
You know, it's a little bit ambiguous. I feel like it leans more towards the like he's has this moment of happiness and achievement in having this kid, even though he only had one part in it, and it was just having sex in a shoe store. and Rachel basically had to go through all this trauma and stress with her boyfriend, her husband, and all of that, and being kidnapped and shot at, and it's more of an achievement for her, to be honest. But he's relishing in the
spoils of war.
Yeah, the spoils of his work, even though he was out ignoring her the whole time, doing his own stuff. And it's a little bit similar to like a Whiplash type ending in that regard, where it's like, is it?
Yeah.
Is it happy?
I don't know. I'm gonna rewatch it, and it's gonna be an instant buy when it comes out. So
yeah, I am excited for the physical release of this, because it is an A24 movie, and they do their own special editions. And I guarantee that this will be a special edition. It'll just be a purely orange case.
Hopefully. A couple things before we wrap up. A couple other small parts. So this entire time I've been wrestling with where this guy is from in the cage. And the Ted Williams, the name. Mm-hmm. And I thought this for just a half a second in the theater. And then I thought, nah, it's not possible. In 2011, there was a video that came out from a guy who was a homeless guy who had the man with the golden voice, is what they called him. Mm-hmm. That's fucking him.
Yeah.
That's him. He was a former radio show host, but not famous way back in the day. Got addicted to drugs, became homeless, was just rediscovered in 2011 as having this amazing voice and a great personality. Mm-hmm. And that's him. It's Ted Williams.
Yeah.
He's the fucking guy, the tall guy with the long teeth.
Yeah.
And
I know he had like way more hair in that
yes,
video.
He had super long hair, and then after he kind of got clean and got some goodwill given to him, he's come clean, and now he's helping other homeless people.
Yeah.
And then the other big really nice chubby guy that's in the ping pong club is George Gervin, who was a former retired basketball player. Guy with the real tired eyes.
Yeah.
But just a big ball of loveliness. Mm-hmm. He was great. John Castamattis was his business partner / friend's dad. Mm-hmm. He's a billionaire in real life.
Oh, okay.
He's a businessman, billionaire radio talk show host.
Oh my God.
And Pico Iyer is the ping pong tournament lead. He's a essayist. He's a writer from England. All first-time actors in movies.
Crazy.
Including Tyler, the Creator, and a couple other small parts. But
interesting.
They put all these people in and just fucking nailed it.
That is wild. That is
every one of them nailed it.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So fucking what a triumph I feel like this movie is. And for a weird ass movie about ping pong.
I know. It is. And it's not even really about ping pong necessarily. That's just like the motivator for everything. Mm-hmm. It's more just about him being an asshole the whole time. And the what you would do to achieve your dream, no matter what the cost, essentially. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I would agree that the Safdie brothers, of the directing Safdie brothers, Josh would be.
He's where I'm hanging my hat at.
Yeah, and this is like his first solo venture.
I mean, it only took one movie from each with the Coen brothers to figure it out too.
Yeah,
Tragedy of Macbeth was from Joel Coen, and Drive Away Dolls was from Ethan Coen.
Vastly different movies, of vastly different qualities.
Yes.
Benny, however, I would say he's more of an actor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And starting with Good Time, and then he got Oppenheimer, and now he's Agamemnon in
and also
Odyssey.
Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Is he in that?
He's the dad. He's her dad, and he's great.
Oh, okay.
He's very likable. He's one of his few likable parts.
Okay.
He's really good. So,
yeah.
I got nothing else.
Do we throw grades on it, or is that meaningless?
A.
A plus maybe. A.
Do I have a...
Whoa.
The horn?
I don't have the horn. I took it off for some reason.
Double A.
Yeah!
Oh, dear God. I can't believe I don't have the horn on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Somehow.
No, I don't have the horn.
A for...
There you go. All right, yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
In theaters.
Next week we'll figure out what to watch. We'll figure it out when we go downstairs.
What the hell? What are we watching?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Dallas sent me an email. He said if you guys want a guest host or like some trivia or something like that, just let him know.
Okay.
That would be cool. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then a couple things I did guest spots on. I wanted to mention number one. It's already came and gone. I mentioned it briefly, but Force 5 podcast. They had a draft night live. Top 5 Quentin Tarantino characters within the universe, and it was Jason Kleberg, friend of the show, of course, is the host of Force 5. He asked me to guest host his own show. Great honor. So that he could participate in the draft against his friend Scott Kay from the Church of Tarantino podcast. And so through that, I met Scott. That was a couple months back. And it's gone live. Voting is already done. Jason won. You won the vote. He won the vote. It was a thumb on the scale. But it was, no, just kidding. It was a hard list to compete against. Very good. And it was a lot of fun to host that. And then Scott invited me to go on to his show, the Church of Tarantino podcast. We just recorded top 5 vehicles in the Quentin Tarantino universe.
Okay.
My number 1 might surprise you.
Vehicles?
Vehicles, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that was really fun. I got on to do that with Antonio from, I can't remember his podcast name. It was the Cult-Worthy podcast or something. I think it's something like that. I might be butchering that. Really nice guy as well. Very well spoken. And we all 3 talked about our top 5 vehicles within the Tarantino universe. I just recorded that last night. It'll go live in March. So when it drops, I'll let you guys know. But right now there is a mega podcast with a bunch of pals, indie podcast hosts. We've done a bunch of the mega podcasts together. This latest one is the Alien franchise ranking. And that is being hosted on the Podcast That Wouldn't Die's stream. So if you go on the Podcast That Wouldn't Die, you subscribe there. It's like a 3-hour episode. It's like every Alien movie, including the Predators spinoffs.
Oh, okay.
And there's 5 of us on the show. So it's fucking long. I was sick the day before and kind of that day, so I showed up a little bit late. I fell asleep, but I woke up in a sweat, and it was a lot of fun. So go check those things out, and that's all I got.
Sweet.
How about you?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Until next week. Thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the show, you can go do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just watch on the YouTube or share with a friend. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today as we talk about our top 5, bottom 5, bottom 10, top 10, whatever, something.
Yeah.
Best and the worst of 2025. And of course, gush over Marty Supreme. If you have a different opinion about it or the same opinion, let us know. We'd love to hear in the chat. Get an email out to us, mcfcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/mcfcpodcast. And send us an email and contact us there.
And Instagram, TikTok, Middle Class Film Class, and Twitter, podcast MCFC.
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better, Tyler. We'll see you guys very soon.
See ya in the next year.
Licking honey off of a man's body.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week.
See you later. See you later.
That's a wrap.
Great show.